got more Magistus, we got more DD, and yes, we got more engine cards too. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oscar. I know we've been through some of this stuff. I'm going to go through what we've already had here so you can see it line up with the new stuff. So yes, we do have the Gift of Magistus Crowley, or Crowley the Gifted of Magistus. This is a level 4 Dark Spellcaster with 1800 and 1000. Now remember, you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. So if this card is added to your hand, except by drawing it, you could special summon it, which was really, really good. I like that. If this card is normal or special summon, you can fusion summon a Magistus or invoke fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as material. And if this face-up card is used as fusion material, it can be treated as Alistair the Invoker, which is really cool because that makes up for the, ability to basically have access to the invoke stuff. Now this is where we get into the good stuff here. So this is our new Magistus fusion, and Zoroa is going absolutely hard here. So this is Zoroa the Magistus Victorious Vethragrana. This is going to be a level 8 fire with 2900. Now this is going to be a Magistus monster plus a fusion, Synchro Xyz, or a Link monster. So technically we can super poly on into this thing. So we can target one effect monster your opponent controls or in your graveyard and equip that effect monster to this card. Holy crap, you are getting a free access equip suck up to this thing. When a monster effect is activated, a quick effect, you can send one face-up Magistus monster card you control to the graveyard to negate that effect, and then you can destroy one card your opponent controls. Now keep in mind that this does not negate that, or does not negate the activation and destroy that card, just negates that effect, which means that you'll be able to destroy another card your opponent controls instead of, blanking the spell that you've already negated, which is actually really, really good. I like the fact that they can do that. But this fusion is really, really, really good. Alright, and then we also got here, we've got the Very Magic Lacrima of Light. Now this was one of the cooler little things that we had out here. So this is your quick play spell card. It's always going to be treated as a Magistus and Witchcrafter card. So activate one of these effects, but you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. So you technically do have 2 of these. You'll be able to use the multi-effects of this. So if you control a Magistus or a Witchcrafter monster, you can send a Spellcaster monster or a spell card from your deck to the graveyard. And then when your opponent activates a card or effect, special summon a Magistus monster, or a Magistus or a Witchcrafter monster from your hand or deck. So you wanted an ability to get a free special summon pulled out off of this. This is going to be really, really, really good. Alright, and then of course this card's kanji is the Crystal Magic of Light, which is actually really, really, really cool. So hey, if you wanted some good cards, don't worry. We've also got the Thor's Hammer. Alright, we also have a Magistus and an Endymion card. Hey, you wanted the ability to have access to some Endymion stuff? Well, this gives you access to it right here. So this is going to be send one other Magistus card you control to the graveyard or remove 2 spell counters from your field to activate one of these effects. But once again, you can only use each of this card's effects once per turn. So, go ahead and we can do whatever. So we can special summon a Spellcaster monster from the hand, face up extra deck or graveyard, or banish one other card in the field. Now, the thing that's going to be useful for this is going to be the ability to pull out something that you've already tossed into the extra deck, getting out, hey, I linked out this Pendulum monster, now I can go ahead and pull this back out. So now we can go ahead and continue to resource climb up with that. There is actual use to this card, but hey, it also has Endymion in the name. I really am liking the fact that they are doing these multi-purposing cards here. And then we have the motor support. Alright, so this is, let's take her in for a yearly checkup with your motor support. So this is going to be Motor Kaiser. We've already seen this, but this card I think is one of the cooler things that we got. So it's a level 5 Dark Machine with 2000 attack and 1400 defense. We can reveal this card in the hand. Immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon one Dark Machine monster. All right, well, you don't say. I too love getting extenders. And then we can target one monster you control, destroy it, and then you can special summon one engine token, Machine Earth level 1, with 200 attack, 200 defense, and attack mode. So you wanted the ability to have a little extender action out here, or, you know, you can go throw this into your Bandit Keith deck, for example, out here, and take advantage of those little extra dark monsters. Now, some of the cool new stuff we got here. So this is the 2-for-1 repair job. Oh boy. So a normal spell card, you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn, and only once that turn. Oh man. So we can banish one Dark Machine monster from your graveyard, special summon one monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard that mentions an engine token. So I just banish anything, and then I get a free special summon of any of the engine token generation that we have in existence. I mean, seems pretty good to me. If a face-up Dark Machine monster or monsters you control is sent to the graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, except by battle, you can banish this card, special summon an engine token with a 200 attack, 200 defense, and attack mode. I'm telling you, these engine tokens need to do just a little bit more. I'm hoping that this next card down here fixes this. So this is the Scrap Garage. Oh, it has scrap in the name. I like this. So you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. So if a face-up machine monster or monsters you control is destroyed by battle card effect, target up to 3 Dark Machine monsters in your graveyard and special summon them, but change their attack and defense to 0. I mean, I guess I'll take the ability to call back my friends. And when you banish this card from the graveyard, target one machine monster you control and destroy it. Overall, I mean, this Dark Machine stuff that we got, the free extra special, or the free extra normal summon is good. The generic bridge gap that we have now been given in this spell card to get the extra body onto the field, I think is really good. I mean, having another scrap card in rotation, I think is kind of cool, but like, I can't really ever imagine a point out here. I guess if I'm just targeting something and then getting 3 bodies on the field, that you can kind of get some free advantage out of this, but like, the way that the motor cards stand right now, these are all just filler fun cards. Now, the good stuff. The DDDs. Now, we've talked about 2 of these, but the first one is the Count Surveyor. Remember, this is 2000 on a level 8 and a pendulum scale of 1. So once per turn, for your pendulum effect, if you pendulum summon a triple DDD monster, you can target 3 monsters your opponent controls. Alright, with the same type or attribute as each other, tribute 2 of those face-up monsters, and if you do, the other gains attack defense equal to the total attack and defense of the tributed monsters had on the field. And then our monster effect. You can only use the first second effects of this card's name once per turn. So you can discard one other DD monster to special summon this from the hand, which is incredibly useful. On normal or special, you can add a DD monster with 0 attack or defense from your deck to your hand. So this actually force gets you into the Dark Contract activator, which is going to be really, really good. And then we have Frieza down here. This is your Scale Surveyor, and this is going to be your Pendulum Scale 9. So yes, we do have a 1 and a 9 here. So this is going to be a Pendulum effect. You can only use the Pendulum effect this card's name once per turn. So during the standby phase, you can target 2 cards in the Pendulum zones. Their Pendulum Scales will become 0 till the end of this turn, which I do find that actually hilarious. If you were to find yourself in a situation playing against another Pendulum deck, that's really cool. And then you can only use the first, second, and third effects of this card's name once per turn. Alright, so if you control a DD Pendulum monster, we get a free special summon from the hand. If this card is normal or special, you can make its level become 4. I like that. And if this card is sent to the graveyard or added to the extra deck face up, and target 1 DD Pendulum monster you control, return it to the hand. Alright, now what about our new friend down here? So this is Extra Surveyor. This thing looks like an angel from Evangelion. Holy crap. So Pendulum Scale of 4, and it is level 5. So you can only use the Pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. So if they face up monster cards, or monster cards, your opponent controls is destroyed by battle card effect, and target 1 triple DD monster you control. Banish 2 cards from your Pendulum zone. If you do, target that monster. It can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. Huh. I mean, okay. And then you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn, only once that turn. So you can discard this card, and add 1 face-up DD Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand, except for Extra Surveyor. Sure. If this card becomes banished, you can banish cards from the top of your opponent's deck equal to the number of face-up Pendulum monsters in your extra deck. Then you can make 1 DD monster you control gain 200 attack for each card banished by this effect. I mean, that's a little bit extra. But, like, I'm not hating the fact out here that we have this. I think all this DD support is actually kind of incredibly cool to see. I mean, once again, I mean, you're bridging the gap from the old manga stuff that we've had. So I can't really hate this. This all seems really, really cool. So what do you think about the full run through of everything? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.